Ivanka Trump is really getting a raw deal from most reporters. It's true. She's been working to provide 1 billion meals to America's poor, but you'd never know it by the lack of news coverage. Ivanka's taken the lead on the Farmers to Families initiative, which is feeding the most vulnerable, much like Princess Diana and Audrey Hepburn and Melinda Gates have used their positions to help those less fortunate. Our next guest says Ivanka deserves to be put into that same group of humanitarians. Doug Wead is a presidential historian and the author of the new book, Inside Trump's White House, The Real Story of His Presidency. Doug Wead, welcome to the program. So Ivanka, by all accounts, and most people say, she's an amazing woman doing amazing things, but the media does not want you to know that, do they?
No, they don't. And by the way, Grant, before we get started, I love your show and I love Newsmax. and I love
Log on to Newsmax TV then, Doug, and put your feedback in there. We can use all the help we can get.
Well, I love the five you just rattled off. That's cool. I'm gonna borrow that. That's good.
You got it.
Ivanka's a great figure of history. I want you to stop and think about this for a moment. She is the most highly identifiable public figure standing up against human trafficking in the world today. And that's a dangerous and controversial position to be in. There's more slaves today than there was during the Civil War. And we tried to take this on when I worked for George H.W. Bush. In his White House, we had a commission. Bill Marriott was on it, and we were shut down. And here's why. Because the big companies, many of which own the media, by the way, the big companies are making too much money off of pornography. It's one of the greatest exports that America has to the world. And that fuels the human trafficking. So Ivanka is the Lincoln. She's the only hope that many of these young children, we saw a glimpse with the Harvey Weinstein controversy and the Jeffrey Epstein controversy, a little glimpse. But this is one of the major things that Ivanka's doing out of that powerful little office she runs in the White House. And then, of course, you mentioned the food.
Yeah, absolutely. I've often thought it's almost as if we have two first ladies. She does a lot of work that a first lady would normally do. And this is basically a tag team effort, two of the president's favorite women.
Yeah, and Grant, what she's doing is mainstream. Like, she's creating jobs. I mean, she's been compared to Melinda Gates because retooling jobs so women can get empowered and have technical jobs. But this beyond women. This is one report credited several million jobs that her initiatives had created. That got a lot of criticism. The critics said, "Oh no, it's hundreds of thousands." But whatever it is, that little office that she runs.
It's amazing. Whatever the number comes out to be, it really is a tribute to her. Doug Wead, you do great work as well, and you give me compliments. You're invited back on the show anytime you want, my man. That's the easiest way to get on this program, buddy. Thank you on a Saturday for joining me. You can catch his new book, Inside Trump's White House, The Real Story of His Presidency, is on sale now. I'm Grant Stinchfield. Thanks for watching.